to pick.
Grimstroke.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Oracle.
Ten seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick.
Bloodseeker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban.
Dark Seer.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Praise King!
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Imba Spirit.
Choose your hero. Prepare for battle.
I want to die.
Thirty seconds to battle.
The Slark in the first two, and he's really not. I feel like when I look at the enemy draft, he's not really still addressed, and it's Miracle playing it. You know, you have to be feeling it quite a bit better for it, and they have this multiple different ways to buff him up and just to amplify him. They even cover him. I love the way that they picked the Bloodseeker in this spot this game too, because I think that Alliance could have even taken it for themselves versus the Slarks, so they kind of denied it. They've set Miracle up for success, and even more so by now, putting him in the mid lane, having the Ember dodge that matchup.
Yeah, this is something that I really like. Slark in the mid lane. It's just one of those heroes that it feels like the levels are so important that you're getting the 6 as soon as you can, so you're at that status where you're just a very hard hero to kill. Is excellent, and getting the matchup that you know you're going to be doing fine in is perfect against Limp. I'm sure Limp's still going to try and do his best to put the pressure on, but Miracle, of course, just able to play safe, having that ability to remove the stacks of napalm, and having that leap to get himself out of harm's way if Limp does get aggressive.
Yeah, it's like we said, they've set up Miracle for this success, and we'll see he's going to be able to accomplish it. We see they put the Grimstroke bottom. I think this is just so that they can like just actually spam the wave and secure range creep. Bloodright plus this Stroke of Fate. Sure, he's up against the Oracle, who's going to be able to dispel this Ink Swell and stuff like this down bottom, but I think that's not the point of what they're doing with this lane setup. It's just to force the waves in, make sure Mind Control gets as much as possible, and that they're just nuking Nico Baby and having him have a little bit of a tougher time. And top, they have the sustain, right? The IO versus the Darkseer, he's going to be able to just keep Weehaw nice and healed up. If in combination he goes for Flame Guard too, they'll be able to sustain very nicely. So nice lane setup here by Nigma. We'll see if they can actually slow down the Wraith King, and if these lanes actually do end up working out in their favor with this Bat versus Slark mid.
Yeah, for sure, because this last game we did see Nico Baby get a very free opening to the game. Quick timing on the Radiance rush. See if Nigma's able to slow that down a little bit more this time round.
Miracle's doing excellent right now in that mid lane. 3 denies. He's going to be able to get always those last hits versus the Bat Rider with this great base damage advantage. And up to 17. Wand charges too. Nice Hanskin.
Working around with the two of them.
Please. He gets the range creep denied. Nice.
He is able to at least still take that away. We'll lose his courier for it though.
Has been killed.
Can't quite keeping an eye on his courier movements. Okay, she's able to. Oh! And they've got TPs though. They have got TPs, but still being forced to use them there. Cute little vacuum from Mr. S4.
Well, now, I mean, if they die.
Yeah, now they've got to be careful.
If one of these two dies, oh jeez, that would be devastating in the lane. And it looks like it's going to be a Falcon Blade rush for Weehaw in the safe lane. So we saw quite a few of them in the first series of the day. If people weren't tuning in, we had a Medusa go double Falcon Blade. So now we're seeing, this Ember Spirit too. Kind of cool.
In fire.
Deserve the change to hold back the two of them. These heroes have to be very careful. Oh, he nearly gets it. One hit away from dying there, Limp. Miracle really bullying him back. How we doing the regen? Still a few tangos on Limp, but low on the HP and low on the mana. Miracle going to continue to have very good space in this mid matchup where, yeah, he's really making the most out of this advantage he has in the hero versus hero.
Yeah, Limp's got his bottle now, so he can get some of that extra sustain going. But yeah, he's looking good for Miracle right now, and I don't think that this Bat Rider is going to be able to pressure too much until, I mean, at 6 he probably can, but not until that point.
Yeah, for sure. The big thing in comparison to the last game is that, yeah, Limp's just not going to, he's not going to have that sort of beginning that he did have against Weehaw, where Weehaw did struggle and Limp was able to find opportunities to kill.
Unless he gets a really good power rune, right? Next 30 seconds, I think we're going to have to see Alliance. They have to make the move to check that out. If Limp can get something like a haste rune, that can be the perfect choice for him to try to hunt Miracle. DD would help too, just for him to get last hits in the lane too, to be honest, or that Arcane. He has a couple decent options.
Cool. Having the brown boots ready to head towards one of the rune spawns. Gonna try and play it between the two. Who's gonna get lucky with the spawn? Regenerate. Top, so Miracle able to claim it. Make sure that Limp doesn't grab it. Even if Limp was able to do so, would have loved a bottle refill, but wasn't the scariest of rune.
No, definitely not. Vision's still quite nice, but yeah, Miracle up to 5, Limp 4, and yeah, he's gonna be massively slowed down. We're gonna take a look at bottom lane. We see Mind Control does have this urn finished up, and they've been able to secure him some decent farm. They're not slowing down the Wraith King, but Mind Control has the same last hits. Is quite nice. Now though, Mind Control might be getting gone on. He has a raindrop. He's going to absorb some of the damage.
Yeah, baby. Down the stun, and the Purifying Flames getting nuked very low. Not quite enough to fall though as Mind Control continues to hide in the trees. They are continuing to try and hunt for him, but the Blood Bright's down, and that will force Nico Baby and FNG to sort of think twice about chasing onto the Bloodseekers. Mind Control by now pretty much healed all the way back up top lane. GH, he's going to be able to get the kill though. S4 tries for Weehara in return, but he has to surge and run himself away. So first blood finally going to Nigma. GH also able to step across, grab that bounty rune, resulting in Nigma getting the majority of those, 3 against the 1.
Yeah, 3 of them there, and we start to see what the build is going to be for Miracle. Makes a lot of sense. He's playing versus the Wraithwing. He's got the Diffusal queued up already. It's going to be really nice. So now it's like so many benefits that it really is playing this Slark versus both Batrider and Wraithwing. This is going to be just a very natural build-up for him.
Yeah, they have. I mean, as you sort of said from looking at the lane setups, that they really are having as good as expected
Dire's top
the start here.
tower
But
is under
2k
attack.
lead across the board at just this 5-minute mark with the matchups they have.
Yeah, really liking it. Really liking how they did have all this set up. And now we have GH also stacking some camps too for when they do back up to the jungle and get that farm going for themselves. Yeah, this is perfect. This Ember top versus this Ember IO versus this Darkseer Pango. Just eat. They sustain right through and eat all that pressure.
Invisibility.
And I mean, for Alliance, I guess the pressure is going to be on the Pango, Hanskin, to make moves. But again, it's sort of the Pango 4. He's got to get his 6, so it's still going to be quite some time before Alliance really have means to shake up the lanes and do anything against this advantage that Nigma's getting early.
It really does feel like they're going to have some big problems in just natural playmaking in general. The Batrider he doesn't have a good lane to really go to. His best ganks is going to be on like a Bloodseeker. The other 2 can play around him very nicely. The Ember Spirit as well as the Slark always have a way to play around, dodging out that lasso and whatnot. And yeah, like you said, Pango, he can't really set up for kills. Oracle doesn't really set up for kills either. So I think this might be pretty quiet for Alliance, and I feel like Nigma is going to start to grow this lead pretty quick. I feel like stacks are going to be the name of the game on both sides. As we have a lot of them already coming. Alliance starting to clear out a triple stack, and I saw GH have 2 triple stacks, I believe, ready.
Mid lane.
They're surrounding mid.
Yeah, they are trying to bring in extra help to look for the kill onto Limp. And try to close the gap. And either the pounce or the stun does connect though, so Limp will be fine. Miracle not quite able to find the angle to grab the bat.
Nice little sidestep there from Limp for sure. And we see the skill build. That just indicates how much he feels Lasso is just not that much of a use for the time being and not for a while. He's just going to be going for the farm build for himself.
Of course, you know, whilst they are a couple of K behind, they're, bottom lane, Nico Baby's still farming fine.
Ooh, nice. A jelly as well as a faded brooch. So he's going to be able to give the jelly to the IO and as well to himself on Miracle. And they can keep farming these stacks. And I know I mention this every time, but Tether does give that spell amplification too. So that Dark Pact is even more impactful when he's farming.
Cleans them
And
up there.
pressure.
A little bit quicker, so this Diffusal Blade will come out at a very quick time this game.
Yeah.
And that's going to be... This mid, you can really tell that after that last game they're like, right, we've got to change things up and make sure that Limp is not able to come out with a performance from the matchup that they drafted, and now for the way they're moving around this mid lane, they're really shutting Limp's early game down.
We hop top, be able to get that quick kill onto S4 with Kuroki's help, and I mean, I'm saying, like, I don't see how they can really make too many aggressive moves, especially if it's not Limp leading the charge onto a Bloodseeker, which he's now going to try to do bottom. They're just having to play a stack game. And nice knockback, but it's not enough. He's too speedy. This is a big concern. I don't know how... So they're going to have to pretty much wait now for, I feel like, Constant to hit level 6 and have to make plays with Rolling Thunder. Besides that, I feel like it's just going to be a full passive game for Alliance now for a very long time.
When Miracle is 600 gold away from this defusal. This is it's going to be such a quick defusal onslaught.
And he's already, like, they're starting to make these moves. They have an incredibly mobile lineup because of this IO as well as this Slark with the Ember. And Weehaw, he's gone for the setup build. You know, he doesn't have the Flame Guard. He doesn't need to be doing the damage. The Searing Chain setup for all of these spells for his teammates is going to be huge.
Speed the brush.
And the bounties again. Nigma grabbing 3 of the 4. Having that better control whilst Alliance are having to play very passive. Just not having the start to a game that's allowed them to have any sort of hero that's ready to make moves in response.
No, they're like we said, they're still getting pretty decent farm, especially like Nico Baby as well as the Bat Rider, but they can't make moves and they are falling further behind. The farming capability of just IO plus Slark is just way higher. They're just going to be able to snowball and clear these stacks, and the pressure is going to start hitting right now. Miracle's got the defusal after this Centaur, and they're going to start running at Alliance.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how they're able to contain versus it. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Hanskin to really just salvage them, you know, versus these fights with the Rolling Thunder.
Let's see where Miracle looks to make his first move. As any of the cores really are going to be an appealing target. So here we have it. Smoke up from the 2 of them. Let's see what they can find.
They can hunt for literally anybody. That is the scary thing. While I was mentioning for Alliance, it feels like they're so limited on their potential for hunting. Miracle's just cards right in. They're hunting for the Wraith King. They want Nico Baby. Really big swing around to get the positioning for him.
There we go. Starting things off. We'll see what sort of help's going to be there. Hanskin is in, does have the 6. It comes across with the Rolling Thunder. He's got a fantastic angle for it as well. As Miracle only just able to get the Shadow Dance off. So we'll be able to run off to the side, but backups in for Alliance. As they're all here to protect Nico Baby and make sure that Nigma cannot get a kill with that first reveal of the Defusal Blade. Good reactions, and yeah, Hanskin just having that level 6, that Rolling Thunder, as we've been saying, really the big ability that can slow down some of these attempts that Nigma's going to look for kills.
Yeah, he's so crucial. Yeah, like you said, exactly. We see it right there. He's in the right spot at the right time. And now they even swing Limp over to try to help out. Miracle still looking to continue this pressure. They're going to lose their ward, though, out of it. And they still have their deep ward placed. They did put that one down while chasing. And again, Nico Baby.
And he still wants to continue to poke at this.
Shadow Dance is on cooldown, but they know Rolling Thunder is still gone for a bit, so they're keeping this pressure until that's back up, but it's going to be back in about 10 seconds, so now they're going to look to move their way out of it, but look at big winner at the top is just Weehaw not getting pressured, having a great time.
Radiant's top tower.
And the same thing with Mind Control bottom. They're able to just do this as 3 heroes for the most part right now, just invading and causing problems.
Oh, Miracle. He's going to look towards FNG, and he should have this one. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. They've got the slow FNG, not able to hold them back long enough. And in the river, S4's trying to run. Chains are going to be up in a second. We are. And he's going to be able to grab him. He's coming across Hanskin, trying to turn the vacuum up to the high ground, but it won't save himself as S4 still goes down. Bottom lane at the same time, Nigma, they're making moves onto Limp and Nico Baby. Miracle picks up a second kill. He's over towards Nico Baby. Actually going to be taken back out of there. Not looking to try and get any further as he's brought back over towards the triangle.
We're really seeing just the lack of really do much of anything. As Hanskin, he walks back up and he's just
I guess he didn't expect them to move down like that. I mean, he knew that they were there, but was not quite prepared for them to be in position to catch him, coming back up to the high ground. Is this 4 kills on Miracle? This is looking like a very scary beginning for this Slark, as he is massive. This Aghanim's after Defusal is going to be there in good time too, and I do love it. The Aghanim Slark is, it's just so hard to play against, right? You have these 2 charges, you know, effectively you're bringing down the effective cooldown of pounce to 4 seconds when you have the 2 charges built up. You're just in and you're out. And suddenly for Alliance, a team that, as you mentioned already, doesn't have the best sort of control and lockdown for this hero, how are you ever going to stop Miracle getting in and getting out, building up the Essence Shift stacks, and just sort of outlasting you in any sort of fight you try and bring in?
Oh boy, I don't know, because that seems like a really good pick up this game. As FNG getting sandwiched,
Coming straight in.
Fine.
False Promise will come out in time onto Hanskin. Keeping him alive for the moment being, but still Miracle able to clean up S4. We are rooting up the back lines as he holds down another. Limp did manage to kill Kuroki, but still it's just more cleaning up by Nigma. 3 for 1 on the kills there. And Miracle just continuing to have no issues whatsoever this game, as he's had a completely uncontested start and just the moves that he can make. And it feels like he can just do anything right now in this slug. I don't know how Miracle can die right now with the start that he's had.
I don't know how Miracle can die. I don't know how many of the other heroes really can die either. As I was saying, it's Alliance just has to be. They have to be so passive with the way that the lane setups happen and with their heroes, with what they're up against. Like it's Limp he can't make plays on almost anybody. He has to just kill some supports. If you can see the Bloodseeker, maybe in some situations he can go for him, but mind control is massive. These FaZe Boot and Yules are already finished up, and they're actually the ones probably going to be on the aggressive front throughout all of this game. I mean, 7K advantage at 15 is massive. Very tough to come back from when you have very limited anything for the Slark. He's gonna have act on any minute now.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under
attack. Fine Hanskin. Rupture on him. Not a whole lot he can do here. It's mind control. Chases in, takes him out. Miracle is also going to be brought across by GH to again pick up both of the kills there. More glory for Miracle as his kills continue to get padded. 8-0-0.
And this is, I think, where we might have to step forward and make the call that if Wraith King is able to win this game,
sure. If yes, we got to remember the state of the game right now. You know, down 1-12, 8K down. If Alliance win this game, a Wraith King maybe. Can the one true king really do it? Can he do it? It
doesn't feel like he has almost any chance in this game.
This is the ultimate
so if he's
test.
Able to, yeah, seriously, because this is absolutely devastating. I don't see a good way for them back in this game besides just like sticking together as like this 5-man unit with the Darks here.
Radiant's top
they're just gonna get picked apart all over the map and just out-resourced. As Miracle, Ag's finished, and they're just moving around and doing whatever they really want on the side of Nigma.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower
is just so fat.
fallen.
This is ridiculous. 10K
really
net worth, 60 minutes in. I mean, such a different game from what we saw in game 1. As Nigma are just pushing it on all fronts. Aghanim's defusal done at 17 minutes in. And level 13 as well.
Oh boy, and he's just waiting. Look at him. He's just sitting on the side waiting. He knows they see him there for a second. He steps back up, but he can jump to anywhere because of this double charges here.
Alliance just so scared to do anything. Miracle walking up, but he's in with the first bounce, straight in onto Limp. Vacuum wall does come out from S4 as he tries to help out. The lasso being dropped onto Miracle, but he just doesn't last long enough to threaten Miracle at all. The slider fish from We Are pushing back S4 and FNG. Nigma not getting any kills, at least forcing some cooldowns from Alliance. Both wall, lasso being dropped, and nothing being able to be defeated. One of the ones. And I think they'll get him the twice. The Alliance, do they even have anything to come down and help him out? I don't know. FNG, he is around. With the rolling thunder. So the pounce comes out and Hanskin's in trouble. Hanskin can't roll his way out of this. Miracle just kills him off. They run down Nico Baby in the trees.
Radiant's bottom
as it's just not stopping.
Attack.
There's no slowing down here for Nigma. 14 for 1, 11K lead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
With these pounces, he can close that gap continuously against Limp. It's going to be another kill for Miracle.
Radiant's middle tower is under
10-0-1.
attack.
It really does feel. I mean, what can Alliance do? This is.
I don't know.
This is.
I think that what they did
very rough.
Before was actually their best option, having the 4 heroes sit mid, Wraith King splitting and just trying to get his farm up. I think this one is impossible for them to recover. It's way too good of a Slark game for a first 2-pick Slark.
Yeah, this is
they just had, they had no other options. They go for the Wraith King, but like the panel touched on, it just felt like that was just the last hero left and they could go for it. Nigma did not care. They left it in the pool, and this is just a slaughter.
It really is. Do you think sort of the putting the Slark mid caught Alliance off guard? Do you think they sort of were prepared for that in their minds?
I don't know if they could have put anything else mid first as the Slark. That's why it's like this first 2-pick Slark just seems way too good versus what Alliance has. Like no hero mid that they put will beat that Slark. They did not see it coming, but it was that first 2-pick Slark that has completely destroyed them.
Miracle there, sort of definitely turning the tables against the dominance that Limp showed in the mid last game. This time around, Miracle says, you know, let me have a shot at it. He heads to the mid lane, and he's doing more than what Limp did last game. And yeah, that's quite something, as Limp had such a brilliant performance on the bat in game 1. This time round, Miracle just stealing the show with his Slark performance.
He's getting all the help too, right? Like that's why they picked this IO and this Grimstroke with him, is just because of how much it can enable such a good game for the Slark anyway, that these two just stick with him and it just makes Miracle just go absolutely crazy in every situation. And look at, like, GH has literally just been sitting next to him. GH is 1-0-13, Miracle is 11-0-2. You're seeing some similarities right there. He's just hugging. I mean, it's what IO does anyway, but it's really how much extra he's able to provide.
These two just playing together perfectly. Picking up a nice early gem here, 20 minutes in. GH ready to make sure that vision from Alliance is going to be restricted completely. Alliance, the Radiance is nearly done. Nico, baby, he's still keeping it cool. He's like, guys, I'm playing Wraith King, we'll be okay.
I mean, yeah, him and Limp are still getting decent farm in comparison to how much the other team is on their supports even too. Like, Kuro just got a Blink Dagger too. So now this Pango ulti, a lot of the times, he's gonna always be able to get these beautiful leashes to stop any aggression as well. And just so much luxury on everybody from the pressure that's been provided.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Another tower
attack.
going down bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Some sort of setup. Turning back over towards him though. He's got the Remnant defensively placed. No catch available from Alliance as they weren't quite able to close in on him. Still ready to make jumps here. Rogers is really good coming in as well. Hands getting put the rolling thunder. Miracle jumps straight over towards him. Last off, Osmos is there, allowing him to lock down the IO, getting him up onto the cliff. Is he able to live through this all? He's still alive. Finally, the swashbuckle does finish him off. They'll get the kill. Miracle, he's found his target though. He's on towards Hanskin. Hanskin will fall. A double kill for Miracle. What does he want to go for next? Is there anything more to find here? It doesn't look like it. The rest of Alliance do get out of there. Still just having to throw really everything onto GH to get a kill out of the action. And,
yeah, just you can see the freedom from Nigma just choosing to fight there, even though it's a hard place to fight. Just they're so far ahead that they can just do that, just run in and just force the hand of Alliance. Even though they have this great spot where they can get a nice grab and they have all this vision, it doesn't matter because of the deficit. And Miracle, I believe, has, oh man, a full butterfly.
Yeah, 23 minutes in.
Oh my god, I mean, Wraith King can't do anything. Whew, all right. That's quite a lot of farm. Interosh.
There we go. Easy ages it should be for Nigma. I don't think we're going to see Alliance try and do anything about this one. Nigma just continuing to just completely crush Alliance here in this game. From the lanes onwards. They played it in a way that's left Alliance looking pretty helpless here in this game too.
Yeah, it's probably going to make them even think twice a little bit about going for this type of just straight bad opener. I mean, if they can just do a first two Slark like this to just break the whole thing, it's quite devastating.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alliance waiting. They have eyes on this Remnant. It looks like they're hoping that Weehaw jumps back to it, and then they're going to look to jump it
back at top reef.
But Miracle, Invis, he's in the wraparound. There's a sentry down, but he's got Aegis and a gem.
Playing Carefully around the edge of it, Limp. Doesn't manage to get into the last though, straight away off the block. To connect to him, Mark trying to start the action off. No, he's out of the start. TH able to relocate him out, keep him safe here. We are able to put the BKB Miracle, turns over towards S4, chase him down, now over towards Nico, baby. The pounce in place. He's been taken down the once. So let's go for a second round upon him. Another pounce from Miracle gets him in onto the Raid King. False promise is there from FNG. A buyback as well from S4 as they desperately try and get Nico Baby out of this action. Miracle, the pounce off the mark. Nico Baby able to step away there. So Alliance are able to disengage their carry. Make sure they don't lose anything else other than S4 to Nigma's attempt.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Cannot believe only one hero died there. That was such a sick relocate by GH. But for sure the Bloodseeker was going to go down, but saves him, and that's the big go by Alliance to try to get that punch back with a full read. They had everyone perfectly set up for that one there, and still they went
For the twins.
hero. Soulbind's on point from Kuroki.
Oh, Limp. Miracles found him. BKB on cooldown, as well as a TP.
Dire's bottom tower is under
There's just
attack.
no chance for escape against this slot.
Right.
Bounty.
15-0-2, 230 last hits. Fully enabled.
Nothing to slow him down on Alliance's lineup. The rolling
And we're almost at
Thunders.
that number that everyone loves so much. You know, if Nigma does die one more time and we can... Oh, we're almost there.
I mean, is there anyway? Can a Wraith King win this game? I mean, it would be pretty wild, I feel. This is, I don't know if we've got the Dota Plus on this PC, but this has got to be 99% right now at least.
Ooh, you're one off.
It's 98%. 98% hit.
And that's I think that's a generous, quite a generous 2%.
A generous 2%.
That's the Wraith King 2%, right?
I think so, yeah.
Or it's just, it's like, wait, Limp, you owned last game. We'll give you a 2%. Yeah, I don't see even progressing. Let's say, like, if things do start getting real wacky, it's like, when is Wraith King gonna be able to surpass in any way this Slark? And there's just no way. This butterfly is out so early. He's gonna be 6 slotted before. I mean, if the even game goes another 5 minutes, he's gonna be 6 slotted at 30-ish.
Incredible timings here. And as you say, just it's the fact that they were able to pull this out in the fashion that they did. You know, it really shows how the teams in the future and Alliance, if they do lose this game going into game 3, really have to have this on their minds. The fact that Nigma can just slap out the Slark as the second pick in a draft and have this sort of incredible game with it.
And here we go. Weehaw just scouted, if we all forget, quickly pauses, he just scouted them up on the high ground with the slight, so we see Miracle darting over to connect with his Ember as the Bloodseeker pressures top. And they're just shrinking the map very quickly and waiting for that opportunity to get any kills.
He's got it.
They're on this floor.
I mean, he knows he can. He knows he can go in the base. Nothing to be done by against him doing that. 15 permanent stacks in the essence shift. And Skin also dying outside here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is, well, we'll see how long this painful potential end gets drawn out for Alliance. As Nigma completely destroying them here in this game too. Without a doubt, the most one-sided game that we've seen, and at least any of the games across the multiple regions that we've been able to keep an eye on.
Radiant's bottom tower.
This is a severe stomp.
Yes, I mean, we're at the 1K per minute in a second, so that's very safe to say that is, there's no way Alliance can ever, in any way, just be able to fight versus this. They'll kill supports. That's what we've been saying. Maybe they'll kill Kuroki and stuff like that, but yeah, these cores are just unkillable and just easy cleanup for Nigma for the rest of this game, it feels like. Nico Baby's desperate. He's desperately trying.
What's he managed to get after the Radiance?
He's just got the blink.
Let's show himself here, Nigma. They are around. You can see Miracle already trying to jump over towards the back lines. Got a minute left to play with the Aegis. Nico Baby going in onto Nihal, but the BKB's out, jumping up to the high ground, sliding fist on through the Pulse Thomas. Does come out in time to keep Esper alive. He's able to get the wall down. There's going to be a buyback from both Hanskin and FNG to try and get in and help out the rest of their team. Limp's been ruptured. Mind Control's heading towards him. Lasto holds Mind Control down for now. Is there any follow damage? Hanskin does compress through with the Rolling Thunder. Limp's still alive. He has to hold his ground. Limp's actually going to be able to live by this event unless Mind Control can get and finish him off. Miracle and him can do so. Miracle jumps over, kills off the bat. Over towards Nico Baby they go. He has reincarnation. He's trying his best to keep Miracle out, but another pounce connects. Miracle finishes him off the once. Limp will buy back. Nico Baby's able to get the blink off. Miracle getting a little low, but GH able to tether across, heal him up.
He's in.
And he's in. Up towards the tier 3. He's ready to dive towards the base. They're trying to get him off Nico Baby, but they cannot do so. Nico Baby falls. Miracle looks towards Hansken. They do lose the Aegis, but he's not going to care at all. 30k lead, 20-0-3.
I can't believe they didn't GG out during all that, to be honest with you. I was really expecting while the Wraith King's running just a GG to come down from S4 or somebody, because yeah, there's no recovery and starting to feel kind of bad. They're just Miracle's killing everybody pretty much by himself.
He really is. I mean, Miracle's loving it. He is absolutely loving it.
Weeha's getting some nice hits on. You know, he sleight of fists everybody, applies the Desolator across the board, and
Radiant's
then
middle tower has
from
fallen.
then on out.
Just look at that. Yeah, look at those kills. That's yeah. Alliance. I've got 1 kill. I've got 1 kill. Miracle. I've got 20. 20 kills.
My lord.
Orb of Destruction.
Yeah, Orb of Destruction on top too, and he's about to have Abyssal Blade. I mean, these item timings are just coming out way too fast.
Yeah, he's just enjoying probably some records, or at least you know, some very good figures that might not get beaten in the entirety of this DPC. This game's going to be quite the one to compare to.
Is this the smoking to get a kill and get out of the game? This is, I think it might be looking like it. I hate to be so negative for them, but this is so impossible. They're maybe looking to get some bounty runs, but they're about to get their front door knocked on.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Miracle's coming. Blink out for Nico Baby, will save him. Limp, he's going to get left behind. Or is he? Gets the BKB off. He's going to try and run his way out of this. Does get the lasso down onto Weeha. Have they got any sort of damage? So Nico Baby's trying to beat the 2 of them, but they've lost S4. They've lost FNG. Hansken, he'll also fall. 3 more kills for Nigma. Nico Baby, he's trying to run. He's going for the TP out, but they're in with the Yule Scepter to put an end to his escape. As Nico Baby will desperately try to hold his ground, but there it is. They'll tap out. GG is called. Nigma with quite the showing here in Game 2. Game 1, it might have been a little bit of a mess. Limp was able to score them this time round. Alliance, they didn't get to do anything. This game was over pretty early, Fogged, and the remaining sort of 30 minutes after the laning stage was just Enigma having the time of their life here.
The remaining 30, it was a 30-minute, 24-second game, Owen. Take it easy.
Yeah, after 24 seconds.
they'll just play mid. Like, in this case, Limp is going mid. I don't remember the last time I saw Nico go mid. So you pretty much know whatever Limp plays is going to go there.
Yeah.
So it's an edge. You can counter the lane quite effectively. And truthfully, I think Alliance just didn't really have much of an option. This is the risk you take.
Dual lane
First pick back. Come on, you can't dual lane mid. Look, go watch TI5, TI6 replays. Look at where the tower is in comparison to the lane, okay? You used to have all this space. That's why you don't see anybody really get dumpstered mid anymore. There's just not enough area to control. Like, the tower's like right there.
Okay. Well, I still think adjustments could have been made. This was like, you know, you see the truck coming and you can't dodge it. But, you know, you feel like you should just be able to step aside.
Sometimes you just can't step aside, or you're just like, well, here it comes, and let's hope it's quick and pray that, you know, the other lanes of traffic are going to be going a lot nicer.
And the thing is, you can't push yourself out of the way. What you would need in this case, if you're listening, FNGS4 Hanskin Rivers captain, what you could use is a coach, you know, someone who could see the danger that you're heading into and be there to right the ship, to push you out of the way of that bus. I don't know if you have any candidates in mind. I know a few, if you guys want to hit me up. I know somebody might be available.
Well, it won't be Kyle, because he will be person non grata after this break.
Hey there, heartbreaker, you can fall asleep on window panes as you're driven to distraction by all the colors passing by. Hey there, subtlety, you got lost before you knew you could afford to tell the world exactly what you thought needed to be done. Hey there, bitter kid, you can stand around your kissing teeth at all the million other people parading around in finery. Hey there, newsbreaker, you got hit by inspiration once you had given up on acting like you thought all the others do.
My heart is beating like a drum, burning like the sun. I've only just begun. My blood is running through my veins.
the third game of the series, is normally the most exciting one. At least that's what we're always hoping for. You know, that last blowout match to decide which one of these two teams is going to take the victory, going to take the W. I'm here with Purge, I'm here with Kyle, I'm here with Moxie, and we are ready to break down the draft of Game 3 between Lions and Team Nigma. We're, of course, watching the upper division of the European DPC League, otherwise known as Dream League Season 14, powered by Intel. And we're into the draft. We have Shadow Demon coming out, and Phoenix and Alliance finally decides to ban out the IO, and that means, by the way, that they let in the Phoenix, which Nigma then instantly pick. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Another a third consecutive game where Alliance first pick bat. It could be Limp Zero. I'm kind of hoping it isn't, just because I think that is a little too predictable when you're playing against Kuro and RMN.